Hello, I am Jitendra Nigam from Ma Kalyanika Public School. I am hoping that all of you are happy and safe at your home. We also appreciate your behavior and patience during this lockdown period. Today, our topic is people as resource. The question is that why people is considered as resource. You know that in this animal kingdom, in this biological kingdom, many kinds of animals are there. But why only the human beings are considered as resources? The many of the unique features are found in the human beings. Those features are making the human as a resource. Now, what are those features which are found only in this species, only in animals? The first, the human beings are most intelligent species of this animal kingdom. The intelligence of the human beings are making the human beings, making the people as a resource. The second feature is that ability to produce. Only this species is having the capability to produce the anything. You know that many of the animals are there, but no one is having the capability to produce the anything. But human is made many of the things. Human is made the blackboard, human is made the buildings, electricity, fans, furnitures, etc. etc. In other species, that quality is not found. The third feature of the human being is this species is the ambitious species. Ambitions. Ambitions means they wanted to grow their status. They are never be satisfied in their life. They are continuously wanted to grow themselves. That's why this species is having a specific characters of the ambition. The next, human is the only activated factor of production. Activated factor. You know that there is a four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. The first thing is that all these four factors of productions are controlled by the human beings. Labor is human beings, entrepreneur is human. Land is natural thing, but in natural form it is deactivated factor of production. Human is making it activate. The capital means machines and other equipments. You know that no one equipment, no one machine is working itself. The human beings are operating it. So human is the only activated factor of the production. That's why the human is considered as the resource. Now the question is that people as resources. So first of all, these features are making the people as a resource. Now the second thing, the head counting is doesn't matter for any country. That how much population is there, it is doesn't matter. Actually, the matter is that out of the total population, how much population is skilled? How much population is having the quality to produce more and more qualitative and quantitative products? So, in natural forms, simply the people is the head counting, and the process through which we have to develop the skill of the people, that process is said as the human capital formation. How the human capital is formed. Many of the factors are there which are contributing to develop the human capital. मैंने आपको पहले ही कह दिया कि किसी देश में कितनी जनसंख्या है, यह जनसंख्या उतनी महत्वपूर्ण नहीं है। हमारे लिए महत्वपूर्ण यह है कि उस देश की कितनी जनसंख्या, कितनी कुशल है, कितनी दक्ष है। So here once again the question is that what makes people as a resource, or how the people is converted as human capital. So many of the factors are there which are developing the skill and capability of the human beings, like education. Education is that factor which is having the capability to increase the knowledge, to increase the ideology, to improve the mind for new innovations, for further innovations. So education is one of the factors to develop the human capital. The second factor is health. If in any country the peoples are not enjoying a cheerful health, then we can't expect from them that they will contribute their efforts, they will contribute their best efforts for the nation, for the society. So the health is also one of the important factors. If the people of that country is enjoying a cheerful health, they are availing and assessing the better medical facilities, then the human capital, rate of the human capital formation is more rapid. The third is decent living standard. In what type of surrounding those peoples are living. If the peoples are living in a good surrounding, in a better surrounding, and in an excellent surrounding, then their ideology, their efforts, their dreams are more bigger. But if those people who are living in the slum areas, you know that their dreams are very small. They are not thinking in a broad way. So the living standard of the people is also affecting the quality of the people. So in that way, educational institutes, how many universities are there, how many hospitals are there, how many training centers are there, how many coaching centers are there, what type of living standard is there, what type of public facilities are there, which are accessible to all, which are accessible to the people of the country. All the such things are making the people as a resource, and that entire concern through which we are developing the quality of the people, skill of the people, that entire process is said as the human capital formation. So I am hoping that why the people as resources? Because the peoples are intelligent, peoples are ambitious, peoples are having the ability to produce, peoples are the only activated means of production. All the such qualities are making the people as a human resource. And the second how we have to develop, how we have to promote the human capital formation in any country. So in any country, to develop the human capital, educational institutes, training institutes, coaching institutes, hospitals, ambulance services, medical research centers, living standard, network of public facilities, all the such things are making the people as a human capital, and that entire process is said as the human capital formation.